Hello everybody, and welcome to this new podcast that we are certainly for now calling Chainlink 5, where we casually discuss a variety of trading and collectible card games, because we're sad nerds and we really like trading collectible card games. And welcome to the first episode. My name is Liam Williamson. I am your hostess. This is Adam, who is also your hostess.
Otherwise known as the Dragon Dude.
Dragon Dude, Adam. And we're going to sort of play a game of Final Fantasy trading card game in the background. And this is really going to be sort of a pilot, almost, if you will. Where Adam and I are card game enthusiasts.
We like our card games.
And by that I mean it's like my crack cocaine. It's like card games.
It's his crack cocaine and it's my...
I mean, right now I'm sat here sniffing the cards I just opened.
It's my beer. I have it occasionally, but not...
Oh, I absolutely love it.
But only with friends.
Only with friends. So we play a variety of card games. For those of you who don't know us, we play lots of trading card games, collectible card games. I mean, between you and I, certainly we've played Yu-Gi-Oh!, Pokemon, Magic the Gathering, Cardfight Vanguard, Netrunner, Warhammer 40,000 CCG, Boss Monster, which is a card game, not necessarily TCG or CCG, but it's good enough.
Game. We call it a card game because it involves playing cards.
There's got to be more. We've played Harry Potter trading card game. And that's just at the top of my head.
Plus Huntic at one point, I think.
I think we gave Huntic a blast anyway.
If we could find some regular playing cards, we all play.
Oh yeah, we play a lot of card games.
I know how to play blackjack. I know a bit of how to play poker.
And obviously, because we play so many trading card games, as we are now playing Final Fantasy, we play them all casually. And a lot of trading card games have podcasts just for them. Which is fine and everything, but they often take a really serious approach. I think the only one that I know of as an exception is Tap Tap Concede, done by the ever excellent and hilarious Loading Ready Run. I thoroughly recommend checking them out for their video series. Sort of got me interested in Magic the Gathering as a casual game. So yeah, we're just going to sort of chat about the kind of things we like. So I'm going to start off by asking Adam his favourite trading card game and tell him a bit about himself in terms of card games.
Well, with card, I'll start by explaining what I like with card games and then I'll say what my favourite game is.
Yeah.
Yep. When it comes to card games, I don't meta. I understand the meta, I know roughly how to meta.
Yeah.
I just can't be bothered.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah. I'd rather just, to be honest, make my favourite deck.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that.
I have said this before and I will say it again, especially in Yu-Gi-Oh! You get the decks that are focused on one archetype, as it were. And it's just, if you don't get this one card to start the chain, you're dead in the water. You're useless.
It happens with quite a few decks.
But how I have my deck and how I prefer to play. Just if you don't have a specific archetype, if you just have a theme, you find yourself having a lot more options.
I think it's a lot more fun just to play casually like that as well, isn't it? So.
And that way, if someone does find a way around you, your favourite strategy, who gives a monkeys, I have like 3 more things that can accomplish the same end goal.
Well, quite. So your favourite card game?
Yu-Gi-Oh!
First card game?
Huh?
First trading card game?
First trading card game ever played. Ooh.
I've got you with that one. Activate my trap card, memory lane.
I think it's Pokemon.
You think?
What's the actual criteria? The first pack of cards I ever bought, or got my parents to buy for me, because I was like 3 at the time, were Pokemon cards.
Okay.
But the first cards I started buying with the intention of using and making a deck of them were Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards.
I think we could say both.
Yeah,
I think say both because
kind of both.
Yeah, we'll say both.
Depending on how you want to look at it. I know that's a bit of a cheap answer, but
yeah, it's alright. So I've played.
It's the truth.
Oh, did we say Final Fantasy trading card game in the massive list? Oh, we did. Sorry.
I
would feel a bit stupid
holding
them in my hand.
That's the first one you said.
So my first trading card game that I was experienced. You can go first. So the first trading card game I ever experienced was Yu-Gi-Oh! And technically the first one I played, but the first one I actually owned and played was the Harry Potter trading card game when I was about 6 or 7. So again, I'm going to have to cheap out on that answer. I like playing games, trading card games, quite seriously, but I also enjoy a casual side to them. Hence why we're doing Chain Link 5 in the first place, because I've sort of tried getting into a bit of a Yu-Gi-Oh meta, especially quite recently, within the last 2 years, and I've really sort of enjoyed it. Oh, I'm gonna have to remember how to play this game in the first place.
Your turn. Oh, by the way, we're using the same deck.
Yeah, we are literally. This is a Final Fantasy Type 0
Mirror match.
structure mirror. So it's actually quite a spicy little game. So I'm going to draw 2 to start my turn. So yeah, I enjoy trading card games on the whole, but I think one thing that a lot of people don't think about when they start a new trading card game, or sorry, when they're looking for trading card games to play casually, is they can't commit. Like, I struggle now to play Yu-Gi-Oh casually in certain respects.
I cannot remember the last time I played Yu-Gi-Oh, we were at the Cage Lock-In.
Which was August.
Couple of months back.
Yeah, a couple of months ago. So, would you recommend any trading card games to people who are interested in looking for something different that they can play casually?
Vanguard.
You say Vanguard?
I'd say Vanguard. As it is, Liam is the person that introduces me to new card games.
That's
Liam's thing. He searches out card games and then play tests them with me. Of all the games you showed me recently,
Deal 5000,
including the ones today,
yeah.
Vanguard is my favourite. All the things you've shown me recently.
I quite like Vanguard as well, and I think in a way I would also recommend that. It's not the only one I'd recommend, but I certainly would, because if you can get certain
It's the one I
cards
picked up
together.
the quickest.
Yeah, you can get certain cards together. It doesn't necessarily matter what deck you purchase. You don't have like a deck that you buy that is blatantly better than the others or anything.
Well, saying that, what are the 4 rank ones now?
The G units.
That
was pretty mental.
The second that dropped on the field, I gave up. So, oh snap!
Yeah, so we both have ace on the field.
Can you use Ace's effect?
6 card colours from hand to field.
Yeah, you can drop another 0-job cadet forward.
I don't have to, do I? So I won't.
You may, so you don't have to. No.
Yeah, so I won't bother.
Right, my go.
Yeah, go. So I would also recommend Vanguard for that purpose, but I would also say if you haven't played Magic the Gathering, I know it's not particularly likely because a lot of people have, but I would recommend getting Magic the Gathering. Because Magic the Gathering is fun to play.
These 2 for Rem. When Rem enters the field, I get to add a cadet job +0 from my break zone to my hand.
Spicy. It comes with tap though.
Yeah.
Sorry, what do they call it in this one?
No, tapped, you're right.
No, they don't call it taps because tap's copyrighted by Wizards. They call it something else.
I have no idea.
I just wanted to make a joke about that, but I can't remember.
I've only referred to it as tapped.
Yeah, I always call it taps. So Wizards of the Coast, if you're listening,
Right.
they might call it one thing, but we call it completely different other. Yeah. Right. That's cards in my hand. What was I saying? Oh yeah, Magic. I'd recommend Magic.
Yeah.
On the basis that it's really easy to make decks. There's a variety of ways to play.
But if you're going to do it though, you need to. In my opinion, you need more. Like, you need 3 people at minimum.
I'd say playing multiple multiple.
The amount
people
is
definitely better.
The amount of Xanatos speed chess that was going on in our.
It was absolutely mental. The video will get uploaded one
better,
day.
or I will start harping on the people.
One day, but it was absolutely fantastic. One of the best games of Magic I've ever played. So what's the advantages, of course, of playing casually over playing in a professional environment? Obviously, this is our first episode, so we're going to talk about a variety of not non-committal things, so we can build to bigger stuff in the future. But we are going to say,
to be honest, the benefits of playing casual, I think, are that you don't, as bad as this is going to be, you don't have to try as hard.
It's true.
You don't have to make sure that you are the uber card. You can make mistakes. You can have a couple cards that you just have in because you like them, not because they're the best card ever.
Yeah, I think a lot of...
I've kept Scrap Iron Scarecrow in my deck for how many years now?
Forever.
Since I got it.
Although now you know how it actually works, because for a fun fact, Adam didn't know that it was a once per turn effect, so he kept activating it every single time his opponents played it. And
that was before I started playing against you.
That is only before you started playing against me, and then I told you what the hell you did.
No, Yeah.
So what the hell are you doing?
Right.
And then the only other way to get around it at that time, as the guys were telling me, was to try and get an MST or a heavy storm, because we played with a heavy storm. We'll elaborate a little bit more on how fun.
Yeah, that's another reason to play
Casual Yu-Gi-Oh!
Another reason
can
to
be
play
fun.
casual Yu-Gi-Oh! At least you don't have to give up monkeys about ban lists.
It's so great. I mean, we have kind of like a de facto ban list, don't we? We'll say like you can't run bare copies of Pot of Greed.
Yeah.
Because that's dumb.
Yeah.
And
So,
I've managed to convince you all to start playing 60 cards max.
Thanks to 7.
Which you do, yeah.
Thanks to 7, Ace can attack you directly.
Oh, so damage check, I guess.
Yeah, you're not allowed to stop me. Sweet. That's an EX. No, that's not an EX burst.
That's not an EX burst.
Mine's the EX burst.
Yeah. So for me, playing casual as well is you can kind of develop, as we have in our own group, our own like meta. Because obviously with a lot of trading card games, like Yu-Gi-Oh! In particular, you and I, you play Invoked / Dark and Dark Magician Blue Eyes.
I used to have a deck that was part Blue Eye support, part Dark Magician, part Invoker.
Yeah.
It was a fusion deck. I mainly played a fusion deck. Since recently I have split that down into a Magician Invoker deck and something. Oh, it's got haste, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's got haste.
Okay, don't worry about that. EX burst. I get to activate all forwards I control.
God damn it. Yeah, so you played that, and I played like UAs and or ABCs. ABCs is the closest I ever got to playing like a meta deck, and even then it was a budget build. I paid like 30 quid for it all.
And then I can occasionally do tricks.
But I think it's just fun to play, because you can have your own standard of meta, and it still works absolutely fine.
Yeah.
Obviously, there are certainly there are certainly advantages to playing in a meta way, and some people prefer that. But I do think it's quite easy to forget that it's a game, not a sport. I know sports. I play a lot of them.
Tap Bremen and drop Orisha for 3.
Mhm.
For 8.
For 8, for 3, you said.
That's terrible. When this card enters the field, 3 forward job class cadet. No, choose up to 3 job class 0 cadet characters you control and activate them, so Rem can come back.
Yeah, it seems a great card.
Yep. You still cannot block me using Ace.
Oh.
Because 7 is still on the field.
Damn it!
So 8's going to attack you.
Can I put cards into the Guardian?
EX burst activate.
EX burst when she enters the field. Choose one forward opponent controls. If you control 2 or more job class 0 cadet forwards.
You only control 1, so nothing happens.
No, that's rip.
If you control 2, you can dull one of mine. If you control 5, you can break one. Yeah, I know. I have never. Never successfully pulled off her 5.
That doesn't seem that great.
Yeah, but I have never successfully pulled off her 5.
I mean, it doesn't seem terrible, but it doesn't seem great.
It's more if there's that one big guy that's threatening you, you just pull it out. It's like the start of a combo. It's like break that and.
It's good for late game, like if you get enough units on.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like you have this big 9,000 strong beastie. Break it. All my cards can just charge you now. Yeah.
Yeah. Any other topics?
No. I don't know, but it's your turn.
Okay. Untap.
Okay.
We literally never ever call it anything less than tapping and untapping.
We will never ever do it. It's just tapping, untapping.
I'm trying to think of something else we can talk about. There's plenty of stuff I want to talk about, but I just don't want to commit to saying it too early, so we can have something for us.
Just have a look at the rulebook all of a sudden quickly.
Yeah, go for it.
You've got mine. I've not got mine anymore.
Oh. What is that? There you go. They should probably start printing a proper. Probably start printing another proper.
Yeah.
rulebook.
Okay. Light and dark cards are powerful and can be played using CP of any element.
Yep.
However, there can only be one character of either affiliation on the field. It doesn't say
Yeah, for your field.
It doesn't say on your field. It just says on the field.
Yeah, but you'd have to call. It's your field.
Yeah. Okay.
It wouldn't. It might. Otherwise, it doesn't make
Again,
much sense.
this is what we're talking about, playing casual house rules. We don't really have to elaborate on what we decide that means.
I mean, of course, at the end of the day, it should just be whatever you want to
We're
do.
just having fun.
You can enjoy it however you want to enjoy it. Some people prefer playing 300, 400. Oh, that's another one. You don't have to pay lots of money for the decks, for the cards.
True.
Because, like, I mean, well, how much did we pay for the Magic? How much did I pay for the MTG set? It was like not even 20 quid.
Wait, whose turn is it?
It was your turn.
Was it done? And I attacked with
Oh,
7.
no, I just drew, didn't I?
Yeah.
Tap.
Okay, for 1.
Send for 3.
3.
She comes in tap.
And you get to search type 0 forward.
So type 0 forward. In fact, I'll tell you what else we can talk about in this. It's going to be a considerably shorter episode than I imagine we'll usually put out. But I want to ask you the sort of things you think we will inevitably end up talking about in the future, and the kind of topics you want to try and cover.
Well, eventually we're probably going to get around to topics further in depth on ban lists and that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'd certainly like to talk about the Yu-Gi-Oh! Ban list because it's something I'm very much familiar with.
Yeah.
I'd also like to talk about the.
Eventually, we will end up talking about our brief forays into the meta.
Yeah, I think that's actually quite a good topic for an episode. I would like to talk about playing different trading card games at some point. I'd like to talk about playing old trading card games, out of print ones. I'd also like to talk about, or do an in-depth look at, like, say, the Final Fantasy trading card game.
Right.
As that's quite new, or something like Card Fight, because it's available for purchase, but not everyone plays it. I'd like to talk about how you think certain games can be balanced. I'd like to talk about certain things that you personally, or can do, or you at home can do to make your trading card game experience a little bit better. The kind of approach you have for trading card games. There's a load of things.
Yeah.
Both about the hobby as on the whole and about specific games, and I think there's probably going to be several big ones on like Yu-Gi-Oh! And Magic. And possibly even go delving into the sort of creating your own trading card games, or as some of us do.
We did promise at one point we'd all come up with a trading card game and pitch them on the channel.
We did. I can't remember if we said that on video or not.
We did. Although I don't remember if the video ever got uploaded.
I can't remember if the video ever got uploaded either. That's just us to a T, really, isn't it? So
7's effect activates. We both get to add a forward type 0 from our break zone to our hand.
Oh, break zone. Wait.
So it'll be a forward in specific.
Forward, I have 1.
Yep. And bear in mind, you're not allowed to summon. Not excluding Ace, by the way.
Oh yeah, obviously.
And you're not allowed to have 2 of the same monster on the field.
Okay. What was I saying just now?
Do you end?
Yeah, I end. What was I saying just now?
Right, though.
Can't remember. Oh yeah. Anyway, so yeah, there's going to be loads of things we're going to talk about. But I would like to ask you, who are listening to this video right now, hopefully, probably, should be, if you're still interested at this point. I'd like to ask you if there's anything you want us to try and discuss in the next one, because it's going to be one of those things where we're making it, and it's going to be, we have X amount of time. It's not going to be a particularly regularly uploaded thing, but we're going to talk about anything and everything to do with trading card games. So if there's anything you'd like us to talk about in the next episode, leave it down in the comment section. So we can discuss, and we will. We do like to listen to our fans.
Tap Raymond, drop Gilgamesh for my own Oris Al Rashid to get a forward.
But other than that, perhaps the only thing I should explain is our name, which is Chainlink 5, because in Yu-Gi-Oh! There's a lot of effects or a lot of chain effects that activate at Chainlink 4, and that's kind of the highest standard Chainlink size. So we wanted to, or I sort of came up with this idea, it sort of amused me that it should be called Chainlink 5, because that's never a thing. So we could be the 5th Chainlink on top of the trading card game. It's a bit of a pathetic name now, I say it out loud, the reason for it existing out loud, but there we go. But otherwise, if you'd like to subscribe so that we can so you don't miss the next episode of this, which is going to be coming out whenever we can. And otherwise, we're going to carry on playing this game of the Final Fantasy trading card game. And Adam and I will see you
in the next video.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye-bye.